Election Day is now officially in the history books with several key races impacting Memphis and Mid-South voters. One race involved electing a new Shelby County Sheriff, which was won last night by Democratic nominee Anthony Buckner. He joins us now live on 3 at 3 to tell us about his vision for Shelby County once he officially takes office. Sheriff-elect Buckner, welcome to 3 at 3. Good to see you. How have you been doing?
Oh, exhausted.
You gotta be.
Late
it's
night, early morning. Yes.
The voters handed you a decisive victory last night. What, though, went through your mind when you realized I have officially been elected sheriff?
Well, honestly, as I sit here this afternoon or this evening, I'm still just trying to take all of that in. Last night I had an opportunity to look and research to see what number of sheriff I'm becoming. And I'll become the 48th sheriff of the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. And it's more than 200-year history. And so when I just take all of that in, it's just a lot to process at one time. But nevertheless, I understand that last night was the victory party and the celebration. But today, the work begins. And so I'm rolling up my sleeves, starting to look at what our leadership team will look like as we carry it forth after September the 1st.
Okay, once you get officially down to work, that number one priority, what will it be, you think?
Well, again, establishing the leadership team that will execute the plan. We know that there have been a lot of conversations in our community regarding the jail, regarding crime. And so I understand that these are top priorities of the people who elected me to serve as a sheriff for the next 4 years. And so I got to get to work, making sure that we are managing the population of 201 Poplar, and particularly in a responsible way. Right now, we know we have more than 400 detainees at other places outside of the jail. And so if we ever get those detainees back in the building, we definitely will be in a very critical situation when it comes to the population within the facility.
I know, as you will know, whether fair or not, over the past decade or two, no matter who has been elected, we've heard the phrase, well, the can has been kind of kicked down the curb for a long time here when it comes to maybe making corrections or meeting the needs of what's going on at 201 Poplar, the Shelby County Jail. How do you see that?
Well, I think we're at the end of that road. I think the need for a new jail has been in conversations now for nearly a year, if not longer than that. And so I don't think we have any more road to kick this can down. I think now we're at a point of how do we move forward to the next step? Where do we build a jail? How do we find the funding for it? So I think there's a resounding answer by the community. We need and we want a new jail. So
do you think enough people, though, Mr. Buckner, have the stomach to really have this conversation, including yourself, to say we need a new jail, it's got to be here, it's got to be there? How do you approach that? Yeah,
so the fortunate thing for me, and this was a blessing I think that was given, but about 4 weeks or so I had an opportunity to visit Franklin County Jail in Columbus, Ohio, and it's one of the newest jails in our nation. And one concept that really just resonated with me is that they have built their jail in phases, and it has probably taken, well, I know now, over 4 years, and it'll look like it's 5 years before they complete the entire plan. And so I think that's a conversation that I will be having with the county commission and the next mayor about, hey, in our community, we've been talking about building a new jail all in one swipe. $1 billion project, that's a lot of money. And you have covered.
Which makes a lot of people nervous at the same time, whether it's needed or not.
Not only am I a sheriff, but I'm a taxpayer as well, so it makes me nervous.
Right.
But I do think that it's worth the opportunity or worth the chance of having a conversation about building it in phases that we can afford, or maybe looking at a public-private partnership. We just have to see which one would work best for our constituents.
I heard you a little bit earlier talk about maybe conversations with the new Shelby County mayor and, of course, the incoming Shelby County Commission. What about those relationships? Again, how important are they between you and Mikhail Lowry, the incoming Shelby County mayor? Is there already a rapport there? Can you work together? Will you work together? Is it imperative for this community? We
will work together. That's just the short answer in that. So one thing that I had the ability to do along the campaign trail is to meet people who were vibing to be the next county commissioner, and Mayor Lowry as well, vibing for the mayor seat. And so working the campaign trail, you build relationships, you try to get a chance to exchange ideas and just really see where the other person, the other candidates may stand on issues. And so I think when we take office September 1, we've already established rapport. Now it's getting to work. And I truly believe on the ballot for this election was progress. I think people were elected to move this county forward. And so that's what, I plan to do as the next sheriff.
Because a lot of people have said, the relationship, on the surface, it seems like there were some issues between the current and soon-to-be outgoing sheriff and the soon-to-be outgoing mayor of Shelby County. Did that concern you a little bit yourself? What were you seeing there?
Yeah, it's no secret. I mean, there's been friction between the mayor and the current mayor and the current sheriff. And so I think Mayor Lowry and I have witnessed that relationship. And I think we're committed to making sure that we don't duplicate that, to make sure that we keep an open line of communication and continue to work together to make sure that we're working for the people of Shelby County. Because here's what we do know, that if we don't work together, 4 years from now, the voters will make a decision. And so we want to make sure that the decision is the right one to keep us in place if we so choose to seek this office again.
And quickly here, when it comes to crime, when it comes to having enough men and women in your department, in the sheriff's office, where do we stand there? What do you need? What do you want to see?
A few good men and a few good women. So we know that our jail is critically short when it comes to staffing. More than 350 positions are on the books, and we're looking to fill those positions, and about a little more than 100 deputies on the streets. And so we're going to be incredibly aggressive in making sure that we fill these vacancies. We're going to try to see how we can tweak our hiring process to see if we can shorten that time a little bit to get candidates on the job faster once they apply for the job. We want to get them trained up and on the job. So you're going to see a very aggressive sheriff in trying to get that done.
Any thoughts about your opponent, Brad Less? Again, I know you and I were talking briefly earlier. He has contacted our newsroom about accusations about he was kind of squeezed out or reassigned by the current sheriff, and he calls it retaliation. How do you see that? So
we still have an elected sheriff, Sheriff Floyd Bonner Jr., and he still retains the right to make personnel decisions at his pleasure. And so I'll park it right there, and when I'm the sheriff, September 1, I have the right to make the personnel decision changes that I may choose to make.
One last thing before we go to a break here. During your victory speech last night, we kind of saw a different side of Anthony Buckner, who kind of gave a shout out to somebody very important in his life. Let's take a listen and look right now.
And to my wife. Yes. Isn't she fine, y'all? Man, I like this, so I put a ring on it. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. The one thing that I can promise you tonight is forever is a long time, and that's how long I will love you.
And guess who's also here with us, your lovely wife? Yeah. Why was that so important to do?
My wife didn't sign up, for this life.
Right.
But she's a part of it now, and she's been my biggest cheerleaders. For those of us who serve in public safety or serve the people, we know how important our spouses are, and so she's been my best friend along this journey. She's been my campaign manager, for lack of a better term.
And she's right here in the studio with us. She didn't want to come on camera, but she's right here with us.
And I love her, and I thank her so much.
All right, Shelby County Sheriff-elect Anthony Buckner, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.